Welcome back to Adventures for Anyone, and we are going shopping again, and we are going to go not up north in the ritzy neighborhood, but we're going to go down to Brookfield Place, which is down in the south part of Manhattan, and we're going to take the number one to get down there. You board that right over at Times Square, go straight down to the World Trade Center area. So where you come to go to Brookfield Place, you got a little bit of a walk. And this little bit of a walk takes you through the World Trade Center area. So you're going to start by getting off the train, which you have taken down to where that little red circle is on the one, which is the best way to get down to the World Trade Center area. Now, you go through the Oculus when you do this, and you will see that there are pathways. You can get there by taking other subways. You can take the A, the C, the 2, the 3, the J, the Z, 4, 5, R, and W, but you have to walk. The one goes straight to the Oculus, which brings you straight to the World Trade Center site. So from there, you're going to walk across the street, and you are going to head towards that thing over there that looks like a dome. You're going to go by the number one World Trade Center, 1WTC, standing tall at the site where all the tragedies took place. You can stop by the pools at the World Trade Center Memorial Site, the 9/11 Memorial Site. It's always something that I do when I'm in the area. And then you're going to go over to the West Side Highway. Here you're going to walk across, and across the street is Brookfield Place. Now, what's the significance of this, you might ask? Brookfield Place used to be the World Financial Center, and it was severely damaged during 9/11. It was part of the casualties of that attack. And afterwards, they built this beautiful center. Now, it is a mall. It is a very high-end mall. It is a great place to shop, and there's a lot of things that you can get there. However, there's a lot to Brookfield Place besides just that. Now, number one, and here are my favorites, is the palm trees. The atrium here is full of palm trees. And right now they're having Christmas and the holidays, and they're doing holidays under the palm trees. There they are, standing tall. Now, what's the big surprise here? There it is, folks. They're real. Those are not fake palm trees. That is a grove of real palm trees inside of the building. So after I looked at the atrium, I went outside to take a look at this. This is the rink at Brookfield Place. It wasn't operating yet when I got there that day. It operates on evenings and weekends for the public, and they also have events there. And in the summertime in particular, here's another wonderful thing they have at Brookfield Place. It sits on the waterfront on the Hudson River, and so therefore it has its own mostly enclosed marina. So if you want to take your boat to Brookfield Place, you've got a place to park, at least in the summer times when it's manned. So out and back, you've got all of this space, you've got the rest of the building. As I said, Brookfield Place, while it sits on the water and you can catch the ferry to go over, you can bring your boat over, getting a look over there at Jersey City, parts of Hoboken. If you look carefully, you see the Statue of Liberty standing out there in the shipping yards over in New Jersey. It's a beautiful view all up and down the Hudson. It's really, really a beautiful place they've built here along the water. And no matter where you walk, you just get this amazing view. All the way down, you can see the Verrazano Narrows Bridge down there, and this is the entrance into the harbor that they use for the marina. It's just beautiful. You get this view of the financial district from there and all of its buildings, because it's all right there, all very close by. Now inside you have shops, you have restaurants, you have wellness spas, you have a preschool, you have a Russian mathematics school. You have a lot going on. It's not just stores, it's not just shopping. They have an arts foundation that has events all the time. Earlier in the season they did the Nutcracker right there in the atrium. It is a beautiful place to gather. It's more than just shopping. There's a lot going on. There's multiple buildings as well. So it's all decorated for Christmas, and here is a very artsy map they have of a directory and the map of the property. And if you need any questions answered, right next to this thing, there's a concierge. There's someone there to tell you how to get where you want to go. And it is more than one level. There's a mezzanine level above that has more stores, more restaurants, kind of a food court going on up there. And then on above, in the parts of the building that have upper levels, it's now office space. So what was formerly part of a tragedy has become a wonderful place to spend your time. And a lot of people do every single day. Once again, from the mezzanine, here is the amazing view that you get out this window over the ice skating rink, down the river into the harbor. It's absolutely gorgeous. So the original building here was built in the 1980s. Like I said, it was a financial center. It was damaged during the 9/11 attacks. And out of the ashes rose this phoenix of Brookfield Place. Everything here is elegant. Everything here is beautiful. And it's a great place to visit when you're in town for the Christmas holiday. So after I visited Brookfield Place here, I took off again. As you can see, once again, it was before Christmas. There were some leaves on the trees. Back to the Oculus and hopping the one back to Grand Central Station. And that's how it's done, folks. You can visit a lot down there in that area just by taking the one and going to where that little red circle says. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing Brookfield Place, and I will catch you next time.
Hi, I'm Terry. Thank you for joining me today on Adventures for Anyone, and join me again in the future and like and subscribe if you like what you see here. And I can teach you where to go in the Northeast, how to have fun, and how to travel the way I do, which is as a budget traveler. Thank you again. Have a great day.